Science Journal for Kids and Teens presents Which Type of People Tend to Help Others? Adapted from the original peer-reviewed paper in the journal Social, Psychological, and Personality Science, published on September 16, 2021. Research conducted by Kostadin Kushlev, Nina Radosic, and Ed Denur from Georgetown University, the University of California, Riverside, and the University of Virginia. See the accompanying PDF for additional information. Read by Miranda Wilson. Abstract. Have you ever helped a friend find a lost item? Or donated old clothes or toys to a charity? When you help someone, you are taking part in prosocial behaviors. In our study, we analyzed data to determine which factors relate to prosocial behavior. We explored life satisfaction, positive emotions, and negative emotions. We found that people who are more satisfied with their life take part in more prosocial behaviors. We also found a relationship between positive emotions and prosocial behaviors. We learned that negative emotions are more difficult to use as a predictor for prosocial behaviors. Negative emotions often relate to less prosocial behaviors, but the relationship between negative emotions and prosocial behavior was less consistent. Introduction. There are many ways to help others. You can donate money to a charity, listen to a friend at the end of a bad day, or take care of a neighbor's pet while they are out of town. Whether you are giving money or time when you help others, you are being prosocial. Prosocial behaviors are behaviors that benefit other people. Why do people take part in prosocial behaviors? Research connects prosocial behaviors with a person's subjective well-being. This is often used as a measure of happiness. There are three main factors that contribute to a person's subjective well-being: life satisfaction, positive affect, and negative affect. Life satisfaction is how a person feels about their life. Positive affect refers to positive emotions, such as excitement and pride. Negative affect refers to negative emotions, such as sadness, anger, and anxiety. Previous research showed that life satisfaction, positive affect, and negative affect impact prosocial behaviors. We wanted to determine the size of these relationships. We hypothesized that the more people feel satisfied with their life, the more they take part in prosocial behaviors. We also hypothesized that positive affect predicts more prosocial behavior. We did not make a prediction about the relationship between prosocial behavior and negative affect. Prosocial behaviors are actions that help others, including A, comforting a friend, and B, volunteering time to a charity. In the top image, labeled A, you can see two people hugging each other. In the bottom image, labeled B, you can see two people pulling trash out of a body of water. Methods. We explored the data about subjective well-being collected by the Gallup World Poll. This is a questionnaire given to adults in 163 countries. We used different questions to measure prosocial behavior in each well-being factor. Prosocial behavior. People stated if they had donated money, volunteered time, and helped a stranger in the past month. Life satisfaction. The poll asked people to imagine their life as a ladder, with steps numbered 0 to 10. 0 represented the worst possible life for them, and 10 represented the best possible life for them. People stated on which step they felt they were. Positive affect and negative affect. People described how they had felt the previous day. They also described what activities had occurred that day. We also considered country-level factors that could affect prosocial behaviors. We combined data that described a country's culture and wealth with the Gallup World Poll data. We analyzed the data using a computer program. The program determined an affect size score, R. The higher the R value between a factor and prosocial behavior, the greater effect the factor has on prosocial behavior. When the R value is positive, there is a direct relationship between the variables. That means as one factor increases, the other factor also increases. When the R value is negative, there is an inverse relationship. That means as one factor increases, the other factor decreases. Results. Our analysis of individuals within a country showed that life satisfaction had an R value of 0.09. Positive affect had an R value of 0.11. Negative affect had an R value of 0.0048. So, all the values were positive on average. Then we determined R values for each factor in 161 countries. All the R values were positive for prosocial behavior, but they were not the same for all countries. The R values for positive affect varied from 0.01 in Congo to 0.22 in Ecuador. They were 0.00 for Syria and Swaziland. The R values were also positive for life satisfaction. They varied from 0.01 in Mexico and Haiti to 0.29 in Somaliland. Negative affect was more inconsistent. In some countries, like Afghanistan, the R value was negative. Other countries, such as Madagascar, had a positive R value. In Figure 1, you can see the correlation between life satisfaction and prosocial behaviors across the world. The darker the color, the stronger the correlation. The map is white in places without data. On the right side of the figure, you can see the scaled colors, from a light orange to a dark orange, and the R values they represent. Looking at the map, where are many of the countries with the strongest relationship between life satisfaction and prosocial behaviors located? Discussion. Our research showed that positive affect and life satisfaction relate to prosocial behaviors, but positive emotions have a slightly greater relationship. That means that when people feel positive emotions, they tend to help others. People who feel satisfied with their life are also likely to take part in prosocial behaviors. Negative affect was inconsistent across countries. We think this variation is because people are unhappy for different reasons. Some reasons include poverty, pollution, war, and racial inequality. We also think that some of these factors have a greater impact on prosocial behavior. The culture of a country also impacts the impact of negative emotions. People in some countries are more indulgent. That means they put more emphasis on pleasure. These countries showed a positive relationship between negative affect and prosocial behaviors. It is possible that people in indulgent countries help others to make themselves feel better. Our research shows correlation, but it does not prove causation. That means our findings show that happier people are more likely to give their time and money to others. But to determine why, we need more research. Conclusion. There is a connection between being happy and prosocial behaviors. There are many ways to increase your personal well-being. You can participate in hobbies and exercise. You could write about the people and things that you are grateful for in a journal. You might also spend time with positive and supportive friends and family. Engaging in acts of kindness is both prosocial and can make you feel happier. Taking time to increase your happiness and others can help make the world a better place. Thank you for listening to this recording. Visit our website, sciencejournalforkids.org, for more free science teaching resources.